What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So today is Monday. Welcome back to the start of the week. What a great beginning we have. It is a green day across the board. Yesterday, guys, if you check my video out, the video was called Bitcoin About to Make a Massive Move. Well, it made a massive move, all right, although it was actually led by Ethereum, so I was a little off. I mean, yes, I'll take the 5.68% on Bitcoin, but it was really Ethereum that got the ball rolling. So if we have a look over here, you can see Bitcoin's up 5.7%, Ethereum 13.6%, XRP 4%. Let's just say everything's basically up at this point. The one thing you will notice, though, is EOS is actually in fourth place. It overtook Litecoin. Now, obviously, this is because of Juicy J's video for Let Me See. I'm half joking here, but as you can see right here, he's actually writing EOS on the board, and it says EOS.io token. So maybe somebody, in charge of making the video is a crypto fan and they were just trying to hide it in there. Or maybe it means something much more. Probably not, but I just thought that was kind of funny. The other thing, speaking about Ethereum pumping so hard, a lot of people are speculating it could just be that kind of excitement leading up to the hard fork. As you guys know, Constantinople is due to happen in 10 days, 3 hours, 36 minutes. You guys can see the clock right here. So that could be the case. Now, is it going to be one of those buy the rumor, sell the news where like the day of the launch, all of a sudden, Ethereum dumps? Very possible. We've seen it before. This could be it, or it could be nothing, actually. But this is just some speculation out there. Now, having a look at the biggest gainers of the day, on the front page, we have Wax up 38%, Veritasium, Bitcoin Gold, Holo, Komodo, EOS, Ethereum, Santiment, Nexo, and Bancor all doing quite well today. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is Bitcoin dominance is quite low, guys. It's very low. In fact, if we look right here, just in the beginning of the week, we were at 52%, and we are currently sitting at 51.8%, which means that they are moving their money from Bitcoin into the altcoins. Who are they? I don't know. Anybody. Anyone that's moving their coins from Bitcoin to altcoins. That's what's happening. And then the other thing I wanted to point out before we move on is the massive increase in volume. Now, this is just one day. This is just 1 day worth of volume. So 24 hours ago, we were sitting around 20 billion in volume, and now we're all the way up to 28.6 billion, which is incredible. As you guys, I don't have to point this out. So we did not do the Bart Simpson. We did the reverse Bart. Maybe because everybody was predicting it, right? It almost, because, the markets tend to kind of do the opposite, right? To catch people off guard. So you can see right here, this was the key level. We were just kind of hanging on for a while. We finally broke through the $3,776 level. This was a very important level for me originally. And the other thing I wanted to point out was now we can finally zoom out, have a look at the picture, and you could see that we are still in this wedge. Now, I want to zoom in right here and show you something pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know how well TA actually works, but I'll tell you what, we literally touched this line. I mean, look at it. Touched it and pulled back instantly. So we are still trapped inside this wedge right here. So for me, we need to break outside of this, and then that would definitely indicate not necessarily that it's the start of the bull market, but it would just be a lot more positive for me if we could get out of this wedge, But I just want to be realistic and break this down because I got to be realistic. Zooming out, this is what we're getting excited over. This little thing right here, okay? So just remember how early we are and, imagine the opportunities, okay? So I'll just leave that at that, guys. Not too much else to say, but before we get on, I do want to talk about one thing in particular, and that's the fact that Nash Exchange is now allowing you to sign up. If you don't know what Nash is, it's basically the rebranded version of the Neon Exchange, or NEX, okay? And the reason I'm bringing this up is you cannot sign up for this without a referral link. I guess it's a way of trying to keep the environment clean. You see, if you go over here to sign up, and it asks for the referral link, and it says, what's this? It says, before the Nash Exchange launches, it is only possible to create an account if you have a referral code. So I just wanted to let you guys know I do have a referral code. It's 2DF HV4. If you're listening or if you're watching, I will drop the link below in the description, and then you guys can sign up. Obviously, you don't have to use my referral link. I'm just offering it to you because you need one in order to sign up. So, it would definitely help out if you use use mine, but I'm just letting you guys know that's available. If you want to sign up, find a referral link from someone, whoever you like the most. Just go get a referral link, okay? So also, I wanted to talk about Mati Greenspan. If you don't know who he is, he's the senior market analyst over at eToro, okay? Now, he's talking about how things are picking up. Ethereum was leading the way. He had a little bit of a, he's kind of tweeting, and he goes on to say the pop yesterday was walked back quickly, but Ethereum kept going after that, and the rest of the cryptos followed. And then he goes another very healthy sign. He points out that on February 8th, we had bottomed out at around $14 billion worth of volume, whereas today we just looked at it, we're up to 27 billion. That's really impressive. But the one thing that really impressed me the most was talking about the amount of clean USD that has actually contributed to the pump. Now, if you're wondering what is clean USD? Well, if we look at this chart right here, you can see that it shows Bitcoin and USDT Tether, which tend to run it. But as you can see right here, look at this amount of blue. As you can see, there's not a lot of other spots out here that have that big area. So what is that? That's fresh, clean money. That's people using Coinbase. That's literally just clean money coming in, fresh, brand new money, which is pretty damn exciting if you ask me. And of course, he does, let people know we're still on this, trend line. We're still going down. So what is it? The trend is your friend till the end, right? So we're still going down. We're not out of the woods just yet, but hey, nothing wrong with a little mini celebration here and there, right? Just be safe, guys, and realize that after you have a massive pump like this, there usually is profits that get taken. So I'm not telling you what to do, but I wouldn't be surprised if, in the upcoming day or two or next couple days, there's some kind of a little just mini correction that happens. But I could be wrong, and we could just go straight to the moon. You never know. It's crypto. But moving on, another thing I wanted to talk about that was also really good news is if you check out CoinDance data, traders exchanged over 10.3 billion rupiah last week, which is dwarfing the previous record of 4.5 billion set the week before. Now, obviously, this is over in Indonesia, so that is the equivalent of $730,000. Now, that might not sound like a lot to you, but considering that the last high was 319,000, and look at it. I mean, it literally went from nothing to just boom. So they say that this coincided with an announcement from Indonesia's Commodity Futures Trading Regulatory Agency, and it was formalizing the need for exchanges to comply with AML laws as part of a push to recognize cryptocurrency as a tradable commodity. So this is a little bit loosely translated, just don't mind the broken English here, but basically I'm just going to read it verbatim. It says authorities in Indonesia have lastly identified Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as commodities, thus offering legal support for trading cryptocurrencies. Therefore, cryptocurrency transactions in the nation now have a set of specifications that must be met before being able to function. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, though, was despite the official recognition given to virtual currencies as commodities, there is still a ban on cryptocurrencies as payment. So you can't use it as payment, but nevertheless, they're getting excited, they're buying. So, thank you, Indonesia, for contributing to the pump, even if it's just in a very small way. Now, I also wanted to talk about crypto. Actually, they say crypto represents a sound investment for institutional investors in the long term. Now, this is according to consultancy firm Cambridge Associates. Now, they're Boston-based, and they specialize in pension and endowment consultancy, right? So they reportedly work with institutions that have collectively advised over $300 billion with $30 million under management. So what did they say? Well, they went on to say that despite the challenges, we believe that it is worthwhile for investors to begin exploring this area today with an eye toward the long term. Though these investments entail a high degree of risk, some may very well upend the digital world, obviously referring to cryptos. Assessing the 2018 crypto market slump, the analysts reportedly argued that the crypto investment landscape as a whole nonetheless robustly demonstrates an industry that is developing, not faltering. And also, we were talking about this report that came out from Grayscale Digital Investments, and it's very long, very, very detailed. So, it would take me a whole episode just to break this down. But in a nutshell, last year's capital inflow is almost 3 times the recorded inflow in 2017 when the crypto market had its bull run. So the figure is almost nearly twice the inflow of 2014 to 2017. And here's the real kicker. The report notes that institutional investors provided 66% of the firm's 2018 inflow. It also lists two important observations. So they went on to say, first, the average investor at this stage of the bear market is patient with a multi-year investment horizon, like, investing for retirement. And second, institutional investors are building core strategic positions in digital assets over time and have largely viewed the 2018 drawdown as an attractive entry point. So that just goes to show you that according to this report, you are seeing interest from institutions and institutional investors and stuff like that. So that's just something to keep in mind. Everybody says, oh, they're not interested. They're interested, but a lot of them are still waiting for some other tools as well. Now, I gotta talk about this because why not? Let's talk about fake Toshi again. So we have Craig Wright. He has reportedly submitted two near identical comment letters to the US CFTC. He filed his two documents on February 15th in response to the agency's request for the industry input and feedback on Ethereum's mechanics and market. But I'm not gonna get into that today. You guys can read about that. I just want to talk about how he still is going on about him being Satoshi. So it says both of the comment letters to the CFTC attributed to Wright and his affirming that he was basically Satoshi Nakamoto, and he completed a project that started in 1997 that was filed with the Australian government in part under the Aus Industry Project, registered with the Department of Innovations as Blacknet, okay? So this is the first time I'm hearing about this one. So Blacknet is an alleged precursor to Bitcoin, and apparently it was submitted to the Australian government in 2011. Now this is according to a tweet from Craig Wright. So the tweeted Blacknet project has sparked apparently a bunch of controversy over the past week. I don't follow this guy, so I just kind of hear about it when it comes out. But it says, given his claims to have completed it 7 years before the publication of the Bitcoin white paper, as well as its remarkable similarity to the textual detail of that actual paper, that he's trying to prove that, oh, I wrote this beforehand. Well, somebody actually did some research on this, and they compared Bitcoin's paper, which was October 2008, compared to this project, which apparently came out in 2001. I'll drop this below if you guys want to look at all the differences, but basically they say that we could see that Craig Wright blatantly copied the official Bitcoin white paper abstract of October 2008 into his fake R&D paper, Blacknet, that he supposedly wrote for the Australian government in 2001. However, in the scam attempt, he was not aware that Satoshi shared a draft of the Bitcoin white paper in August of 2008. And as we can see, there are plenty of corrections made in the final Bitcoin white paper compared to the draft. So the fake Blacknet paper, which should have preceded the draft by a whopping 7 years, strangely also contains these same corrections. So basically they're saying from this, we can conclude that the professional scam artist Craig Wright attempted to plagiarize Satoshi Nakamoto with the goal to sway the public into buying Bitcoin SV tokens. And I mean, you can't really deny the documentation, guys. It's there. So basically, he went on to finally say the amount of misunderstanding and fallacious information that has been propagated concerning Bitcoin has resulted in my choice to start to become more public. The system I created was designed in part to end fraud. As best as that can be done with any technology, the lack of understanding has resulted in a dissemination of old scams. So what do you guys think? Is Craig Wright Satoshi, or is he not? I mean, you guys know how I feel about this, but I mean, you got to give it to him. He just doesn't, the guy just doesn't give up. So you also had Rand Neuner coming out saying, so Dr. Craig Wright is willing to testify under oath that he is Satoshi Nakamoto and the founder of Bitcoin, to which Charles Hoskinson replied, so sad, so panda. Okay, moving on. That is enough about fake Satoshi. Now, we also have Afri Shodan, release manager at blockchain infrastructure firm Parity Technologies. So this is an Ethereum-related story. Basically, Parity Technologies is a UK-based blockchain infrastructure provider known primarily for developing one of the most well-known clients for Ethereum, also known as Parity. Parity's forthcoming Polkadot protocol, a form of parachain that links many different types of blockchains, is slated to be released in Q3 of 2019. So, why am I bringing all of this up? Well, there was a tweet that came out from Afri, and he said, until further notice, you can reach me via might not reply at 5chdn.co, on Telegram using changing handles, and on Parity's Riot GitHub. I will no longer respond on Gitter, Skype, Discord, Slack, Wire, Twitter, and Reddit. Yeah, and then he goes on, and some people say sad to see you go, etc. I saw Mo Dong actually; he posted down here from Seller Network somewhere. But long story short. Basically, the issue was a lot of controversy over some tweets. So there was a tweet on Valentine's Day that basically said Polkadot delivers what Serenity ought to be. Serenity being Ethereum 2.0, right? So that's the final upgrade for the Ethereum network, and when the mainnet will transition to a proof-of-stake consensus algorithm. So basically, one Redditor top voted response to him remarks basically alleged his development work on Polkadot was in direct conflict of interest to the transition to Serenity, and further accused him of being allegedly instrumental in delaying Constantinople to launch from last October to January 16th, and then again from January 16th to February 27th. Now, he went on to say, I want to clarify that I put out this tweet to stir discussion, not to cement a narrative, but people are angry, and you know how it gets. It gets very aggressive, very tribalistic, especially when we're talking about money and investments, and you know how people can get. They love their projects, right? Well, you have this guy, James E8, he says, Afri has become the Judas of our Ethereum community. He has become a traitor, and instead of just leaving like Charles Hoskinson or Dan Larimer to go off and create their own chain, he's trying to sabotage from within. I sure hope other Ethereum core devs see Afri for who he is and banish him from the core dev. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't really personally follow like specifically development on Ethereum, so I didn't really see this whole thing that was going on back and forth, but I can kind of see where they're coming from. So that's basically that situation in case anyone was concerned about it. But while we're still on the topic of Ethereum, I want to talk about ErisX. So ErisX boss Thomas, I think his last name is Cheapes, maybe? I might have said that wrong. He's recently revived interest in a long-awaited Ethereum futures by filing a letter to the CFTC outlining their importance for market health. The company has close ties to fintech industry giants like NASDAQ, Consensus, TD Ameritrade, and a bunch of others as well. ErisX believes that the introduction of a regulated futures contract on Ether would have a positive impact on the growth and maturation of the market for Ether, as well as Ethereum and the network. Now, I don't know if I can 100% agree with that, because if we look back at when Bitcoin futures dominated, yeah, that was way up there, guys, and it's pretty much been a downhill ride ever since. So let me know what you guys think about that one. So we do have final confirmation, the Bitcoin debit card shift, right? Which allows US cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase users to spend Bitcoin using a Visa debit card. It is shutting down. So the Bitcoin debit card program will be deactivated on April 11th. And it says that they didn't really state the reason, but the cards will continue to move since then. So that little picture that we saw yesterday apparently has been confirmed. So that is just the situation that's happening. We spoke about Rakuten a little bit before. They're basically the Japanese version of, I guess you'd compare them to like Amazon or something like that. So basically, they announced a major update of their mobile application. Now, we know that they've spoken about cryptocurrency in the past. So the update says that they will support all payment solutions. So all people are just kind of assuming that that means cryptos. But as of right now, this is technically just a rumor. We don't know for sure, but they have shown interest in cryptos, so it could be a good thing. So that's basically all that story is. I did have a video out about this a while ago talking about their interest. You can check it out though. But yeah, basically that's just a lot of speculation. And finally, I wanted to talk about TokenSoft. So they recently announced that they would be launching what they've dubbed the first cold storage service designed purely for security tokens, okay? So dubbed Knox, named after Fort Knox, where the US gold reserves are stored, it's going to allow businesses to maintain multi-signature self-custody storage platform for various digital assets and digital securities. So that's pretty much it for the day. And if that's not enough to make you happy, somebody took a screenshot of this menu, and apparently you can get blockchained Happy Chicken Wing. Who knew? So before we go, guys, I also want to let you know, I know KuCoin was shut down earlier. They announced just a little bit ago that their platform is currently upgraded to KuCoin 2.0. So you should be able to head on there and, resume your trading. Probably sucked for everybody that had their money on there while that pumped. Also probably sucked for KuCoin, who missed out on a lot of those trading fees while the coins were pumping, but what are you gonna do, right? So yeah, that being said, guys, that is it for today. What do you guys think? A short video on a Monday, but hey, it's, you know, it's such a positive day today. Yeah, we're still in the green over here on Coinbase. I mean, we pulled back a little bit from this yeah, up here. So wait, what is this? Oh, I'm in euros. I'm in euros, guys. Silly me. You should have told me. Back in dollars. Okay, there we go. 3,830 bucks. Okay, so we're still good. We're still above the line. I'll take it. So friendly reminder, if you guys are looking to sign up for the Nash Exchange, I'm pretty pumped for this. As you guys know, I mean, I've spoken about them on the channel several times. So if you guys want to use my referral link, I have the links below. Like I said, you're going to need it either way. You don't have to use mine, but I'm letting you know about that. But I do want to thank everyone that has been using my referral link and keeping your crypto safe on your Ledger Nano S or your Ledger Nano X. I really do appreciate it. And you know, the bigger that stash grows, the more you're definitely going to want to keep it safe. You know, when you got a couple $100, you don't care. But once you start really racking up some crypto, you know, you don't want that getting stolen. So thank you so much for using the links. I really appreciate you guys. So it is Monday. Go grab life by the you-know-what and just get it today, guys. Good day. We're not out of the woods just yet, but it's okay. You can always have a minor celebration. You know, short term, we can take it. So nice to have you back on the channel. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, subscribing, and commenting. You guys freaking rock. Everyone that's been joining the Telegram, using the referral link, signing up for the Blockchain Brief newsletter, even just leaving me a comment. You guys know I try to get back to as many comments as possible. Obviously, it's impossible for me to literally keep up with every comment, but I try to read all of them, and I'm definitely I definitely see you guys. So I'll just say that. So that's it for me today, guys. It's Monday. Enjoy the start to your week. We just got more snow here in New York, so yeah, that's how I'm starting my week off, shoveling and everything else. So that being said, guys, my name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.